Alright, and now it's time for the gaming segment.
I'm surprised the term video game doesn't make your head spin after last week.
I'm fine as long as I'm not reminded. Anyway, there was actually a lot today.
Most of it about Overwatch, no doubt.
No one asked you. Anyway, let's get started. Hope you guys are ready to tune in.
I'm Rila.
I'm Riley. And
you're watching Bulletoon Weekly.
So, there was a big update to Overwatch recently. In it, they finally dropped the new rework for Symmetra. I don't think it's gonna totally change the game or anything like that, but she's basically a completely different character now, and she's honestly a lot more fun to play. The new kit lets you be a lot more active in the match, and the teleporter allows for some wicked team combos, though they're not easy to pull off by any means.
As far as I understand, it also made her harder to use.
On console, yes. Characters who barely have to aim are a lot stronger there than on PC, but the general roadblock of Symmetra choke spam was always a problem as well. That said, I think a lot of it also falls on who you're playing with. Fact is, on console, you're less likely to get teams of people actually interested in playing the game strategically and stuff. They want fast, easy solutions, especially since most of the people playing there are kids.
Exhibit A, the huge kid standing across from me.
Very funny.
No, the funny part would be your little outburst whenever you play the game.
Look, most kids aren't gonna have a gaming PC. They're expensive. As a result, characters who prey on disorganized teams and stuff are going to reign supreme on console because most kids aren't interested in playing the game seriously. Symmetra, Mei, Torb, Bastion, anything that would generally be called cancer is basically only all that bad on console because they require strategy and teamwork to get around. All problems that the new LFG system seems to be fixing.
The what?
It's the new bundle of social features that came with the patch. An endorsement system to encourage good behavior for one, but also a system that allows you to queue up to join a group with specific settings based on how you prefer to play. Things like pre-selecting roles, making sure everyone's in voice chat, all that good stuff. It's made the game way more fun now and revitalized the whole thing. I actually look forward to coming home from working and turning the game on again.
Well, as long as you're having fun.
But speaking of all the console stuff, there's another story I found interesting. Sony is actually looking at the possibility of crossplay.
Really? That's a good thing, right?
Well, kind of. On the one hand, sure. It's awesome in a lot of ways. Friends can now play across consoles, and there's even less reason for the obscenely stupid console war thing.
I'm sensing a but.
But certain games would probably be better off without it to an extent. I'll use Overwatch as an example because it's easy. Crossplay between PS4 and Xbone on a game like that would be fine. The PS4 players would probably get rolled because they're less used to shooters, but it'd be doable considering the similar control scheme. But the second you introduce PC crossplay, the entire thing falls apart. The different control schemes would present a huge advantage to anyone playing on PC. Control is way more precise, especially because controllers, unlike mice, have dead zones. Computers also have a lot more settings and are generally more powerful, meaning they'd run smoother. Not to mention, most games are balanced differently in general from console to PC. And take Fortnite for example.
Oh yeah, you did decide to go ahead and get that, didn't you? That's your latest obsession.
Hell no! I won't deny it's way fun when you're playing with friends, but that game needs a ton of changes both generally and concerning crossplay. But since it has crossplay in the first place, I've been able to play it on Switch with friends who have it on PC. And you can tell when someone you're up against is on PC because they hardly ever miss a shot. On PC, the lack of latency issues and the ease of aim also makes snipers way more viable. And that's in a game where the snipers aren't hit scan. Imagine a game like Overwatch where you're up against a PC Widowmaker while playing on console. She'll hardly miss a shot.
That would get kind of annoying, I guess. But if they're playing a different patch, then...
Yeah. Overwatch isn't likely to ever integrate crossplay outside of console to console, but I'm just using it as an easy example. It's a problem worth thinking about is all I'm saying. These days, a lot of games like it are made PC in mind first, and the console versions are kinda secondary. For crossplay to become a thing across all platforms, the games would have to be treated equally across all platforms.
You've given this a lot of thought.
Yeah, I have. Anyway, that's all for the games. I noticed you didn't speak up nearly as much this time as you did during E3. What's the matter? All that research make you dizzy?
Just wrap it up.
What's your problem?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you don't. Anyway, what do you guys think about Sony getting in on crossplay? Let us know down below. And while you're down there, give that like button a zap.
Don't forget to subscribe and check back later for our anime segment.
Also, ring the bell to be notified when it goes live.
This has been Bulletoon Weekly. I'm Rila.
I'm Riley, and as always,
Stay tuned!
tuned.